And hi everybody, how y'all doing today? I'm coming back with you with some tech news. I was on videocards.com reading about the Intel new Alder Lake-S CPU that is to come out this year around late summer to early August. Yes, that is in quarter 2. Intel has announced that they're gonna go ahead and release the Alder Lake CPUs, the 12th generation. Yes, Alder Lake-S 12th gen CPUs in quarter 2 of this year. Sources has been told that they are going to bring them out, but here's the funny part about it. We know that the Rocket Lake SCPUs are coming out, and we have not yet to touch them yet. We don't know the price of them. There was leaked information about price in euros info, but we don't know how much they're going to be in U.S. price value on the MSRP market for retail stores. We don't know because they have not been yet to come out. They're supposed to come out about late March, along with the LGA 1700 motherboards 500 series, as well as DDR5 and PCIe 5.0. Yes, it's a whole lot of moves that Intel are making for this year. But here's the thing. Are there going to be enough on the market for the consumers to buy? I'm glad it's a good thing they are coming out with it because it's going to market towards the new CP builders, PC builders that are going to be building their first PC using the new LGA 1700 Rocket Lake and Alder Lake-S CPUs, the 11th gen and the 12th gen CPUs. Now, to the ones that's already on the 10th gen, the LGA 1200 using the 10th gen, this is a good time for y'all to upgrade your whole entire specs. Yes. Is it the right time to upgrade? That's a good question because right now it is weird that they decided to come out with the 12th gen and we have not touched the 11th gen yet. But it gives consumers more buying option, especially the Intel users. So to all my Intel geek maniacs out there, is this a good call with Intel doing, or it's not? Let's go ahead and get into the article. As you see, it's coming from videocards.com. Intel Alder Lake-S processor with 16 cores at 4 gigahertz and DDR5 4800 memory spotted. Yes, they're going to go ahead and start the DDR5 at 4800 speed, but the speed are gradually to go up to 8400 megahertz. So when that be spotted, that'll be damn near great. So now, the Intel 12th Gen Core Alder Lake-S processor has been discovered by C Software website at mo-us. Now, these they're gonna go ahead and do the Alder Lake 12th Gen on the mobile network, mobile devices first. So y'all gonna get a taste of that. Yes, this isn't the first time this 16-core Alder Lake CPU had appeared in the leak. Back in October, a similar SKU has been discovered on Sys Software website. Another Alder Lake CPU had appeared in December on Geekbench. The new sample that was discovered today has a high clock speed with a base clock of 1.8 gigahertz and a boost of 4.0. So yes, when these mobile devices come out, the mobile laptops, they're gonna go ahead and start off at 1.8 gigahertz and a boost of 4.0 gigahertz. Now we all know 1.8 gigahertz for a desktop CPU is the most slowest speed that you could ever have. Now, if they made a 1.8 gigahertz desktop processor. We all know everybody gonna have them things at clock settings, so they can go ahead on and get the 4.0 gigahertz. But keep in mind that these are going to be for laptops coming out. So the 12th gen will be on the laptops. So the first string confirms the confirmation of the CPU. It's a 16-core CPU with 10 by 1.25 MLB of L2 cache and a total of 30 megabytes L3 cache. The L3 itself cache is 10 megabytes higher than on a Core i9 10900K. When it comes to the numbers of threads, the software enormously reports on 32 threads. The Alder Lake-S CPU will be a hybrid design, which means only the high performance cores, aka big cores, will support hyperthreading. That is why the software also reports at 24 threads elsewhere. Now you got the Intel Wi-Fi 6E AX210 at 160 megahertz, 32 gigabytes at 4.8 gigahertz on PC 76800. According to the software, the memory configuration is PC 76800. The specification does to exist. The software is likely reported on PC 5 at 38400, which is a 4800 trillion transfer per second. The Intel Alder Lake-S mobile graphic controller is at 256S at 32C SM 3.01 gigahertz 1.5 gigahertz at 512 kilobytes L2 at 12.8 gigabytes OpenCL. Alrighty, the line confirms that the CPU carries 32 execution units at 256 shading units, clocked up to 1.5 gigahertz. The S series of the processor is likely going to offer fewer cores than typical mobile CPUs, usually up to 96 EUs. When seems unclearly right now is why the software thinks that the S series CPUs will end up with a mobile graphic controller. Yes, after reading all of that, they're gonna go ahead on and do the Alder Lake S series on the mobile laptop devices. So these will be coming out in late summer to early fall of this year in 2021. Yes, and that source has been confirmed because I went to the CES 2021 on YouTube and I put in Intel. Intel confirmed that they are coming out with the Rocket Lake and the Alder Lake with the new LGA 1700s, PCIe 5.0s, and going to be operating at DDR5 this late March. And the Alder Lake CPUs will be coming out second quarter two, in early summer to late fall. So Intel's moving, trying to go ahead and get everything up. But the thing is, when they come up with the Alder Lake S, what is the price point? Is the price going to be marketing at a good value that the consumers could go ahead on and buy, and can the consumers could go ahead on and enjoy putting them in the new builds? I mean, that means when I mean new build, I mean new PC builders, and the ones who wants to upgrade. Then that's basically up to you if you want to go ahead and spend a little extra more cash on the motherboard, CPU, and memory. Now, once again, the Rocket Lake-S CPUs have not come out yet. We don't know the price point of them. We should know the price point by early February or late February because the release date of the Rocket Lake-S CPUs are coming out in late March. So, along with that, we need to go ahead and know what Intel market scheme are. Are they going to go ahead and make it budget friendly to the consumers, or are they going to go ahead and make it non-budget friendly and only certain few people will go ahead and buy them and upgrade the whole entire unit all as well. So now keep in mind that to use the Alder Lake S, you need to go ahead on to be on the 500 series or higher, which is the LGA 1700 motherboard. So you got to think about that as well too if you want to go ahead and switch out your units. Just like I already said, I'm already focused on and doing my daughter's build on the LGA 1200 um, 10 gen. So when she get ready for that, I'm gonna go ahead and be showing that build as well. But right now, with this option coming out now, I'm gonna have to hold off on it to see what's going on with the pricing. And it's the Intel marketing team, which I heard some bad things about them because we all know that they come out with stuff and they overprice everything, which don't make no sense. This is why AMD is on top of Intel because AMD trying to go ahead and make everything budget friendly for the consumers to enjoy, to go ahead and upgrade at a reasonable cost instead of wasting money and etc. and throwing a whole lot of stuff down the line. So this is a new option for new PC builders because we got new stuff coming on the market, and is the value going to be right? That's the question we all waiting on right now. Okay, here's it states that Intel Alder Lake Client Platform, Alder Lake Client System, Intel Alder Lake-S ADP, DDR5, UDM, CRBs, name, Alder Lake Client Platform, Alder Lake Client System, Alder Lake-S ADPS at DDR5, UDMIs, points is at 885 points, platform is desktop, best price for Intel Alder Lake Client Platform, Lake Client System Intel Alder Lake-S ADP DDR5, and it will be available on Amazon. Status active. Created January 18, 2021. Individual results is 13. Now, while processors multimedia performance has dropped from 438 MPICs to 263 MPICs compared to a 1.38 gigahertz ADP sample back from October, the memory bandwidth, for instance, has increased from 13.49 gigabytes to 34.21 gigabytes at 254%. So now, basically, this is for their laptops that's going to be coming out on the Alder Lake. So if you want to go ahead and get your new laptop, or to all our laptop users, see, I'm not a laptop guy. I'm a desktop man. So I carry my mobile cell phone with me everywhere I go if I need to go ahead on and check small things. But everything is basically done on my desktop, such as gaming, stocks, etc. Okay, moving right along. We have already exclusively shared the picture of the new Alder Lake-S CPUs. Here they are. Everything is confidential because they haven't figured out how they're going to go ahead on what base clock they're going to start off with. So Intel has confirmed that the Alder Lake-S processor will be released in 2021. Yes, they have said that they're in the CES 2021 launch event. So if you missed that, you can go ahead on YouTube and watch it. The company has already demonstrated the CPU in action during CES 2021. The new logo LGA 1700 platform will support DDR5 memory and PCI Gen 5. The 12th Gen Core series will also be Intel's first 10 nanometers superfan desktop CPU series. Alrighty. As you see, they go ahead and do the Alder Lake on desktop and laptops. Here, two new cores architect high performance and high efficiency, enhanced 10 nanometer superfan, faster transistors, and improved MIM capacitors, which is good. So the new motherboards and the new laptop boards gonna go ahead and come with great capacitors. So if y'all gaming hard on them, or if y'all throwing a heavy load at it, the capacitors are gonna be more compatible and handle all that power y'all kick out to it. So that's good. That's good to know and good to see. Alrighty, here's the mainstream here. Talk about the Coffee Lake S, which was released in 2018. Fabrication node was at 14 nanometers. Core Arc was Skylake. Graphic art was Gen 9.5. Max core counts was up to 8 cores. It was released on the socket LGA 1151s. Memory support was DDR4. PCIe Gen 3.0. Intel Core Series 8 to 9 Gen Cores S. Intel 300 to Z390 motherboard series. Here, just like I said, we already know they're gonna go ahead and start all production of the 1151. So if you still want to get your 1151 300 series motherboard, go ahead on and do so. The best processor you can put it on is the 8th to 9th gen. So see me, I'm old school. If they're still selling it, it's still workable on Windows 10. There's no issue with it. So moving, so there's no issue with it. You can't complain about it. It is what it is. But if you still want to go ahead on and go on the LGA 1151s, you can go ahead and do so now before the end of production will be of this year during the summertime. So that will be the last stock selling out the stores, etc., etc. So here you have options. So, and one thing about some of the Intel's CPUs are APUs, so you're looking at about on the 80% to 20% range. 80% are APUs and 20% are non-APUs. So with the 20% non-APU had to team up with a graphic card. The 80% of it, as you know, you could go ahead on and use the onboard graphics. If you want to use the onboard graphics, you can. You could game on it at 1080p from low to mid settings. That's your basic beginners gaming rig or basic beginners all out desktop or laptop rig. So whatever y'all prefer, it's up to you guys. Now, the Alder Lake-S, which is the new motherboards, is the LGA's 1200s. Came out in 2020 with 14 nanometers. It's on Skylake core. It's on Gen 9.5, up to 10 cores. And like I said, the LGA 1200s, which is on DDR format at PCI 3.0, and it supports the 10th generation Core S processors. It's on the Intel 400 to the Z490 motherboard series. So here's the big papa coming out, the Alder Lake-S. This is what we waited on. It's coming out in Q1, which is in late March of 2021. It's coming out on 14 nanometers, Cypress Cove, Core Arc, Gen 12.1 graphic art, which is on the XE onboard graphics. Max core count is 8 cores, LGA 1200, DDR4, PCIe 4.0. It's the 11th Gen Core S, and you can go ahead and push them on the new Intel 500 to Z590 motherboards that will be released out this year. So, now the Alder Lakes, which will be coming out in 2H. 2H is second quarter. That is early June to late fall, which is late August or late October. Now, it's on 10 nanometers super thin. Golden Cove plus Grace mounts. Gen 12.2 up to 16, 8 plus 8 core count. It's on the new LGA 1700, which that will be released in Q1 of late March. It will be on DDR5 format. It will be on PCIe 5.0. It supports only 12th generation Core S processors, and yes, they moving fast. And I mean, they are moving really, really fast. It will be on the Intel 600 through the Z690 series. Yes. Now this is in the making here. Their final of CPUs are the Alder Lake-S, which is to be told. They working on it. No information is not out of them yet. It'll be on the Golden or Ocean Cove Grace mounts. Gen 12.7. Max core count is to be told. They're still working on it. It'll be on the LGA 1700 Aquatech, which is on the DDR5, PCIe 5.0, and it'll be on the 13th generation Core S processors. And it'll be on motherboard chipsets 700 to Z790. So yes, those are your mainstream CPU series specs that will be running out. And it's interesting because this is what we're waiting on right here to come out. The Rocket Lake-S series. We waiting on those to come out. We don't know the price of them. We don't know anything about it yet. But yet they got the Alder Lake right behind it. And it will be released the same time of this year. Yes, 2021. In 2H, that means second quarter, which is early June to late fall. It's very interesting because right now, to the consumer's world, what do we do? Is this going to be another line series when the GPUs was released and the AMD released the 5000 series where they were sold out immediately and it took so long to get a new production stock? You start to go out into the retail stores, or did Intel figure that out and make enough units to go ahead and max out to the retail stores? And two, is the price is budget friendly for the consumer's wallets? Is these CPUs affordable? Or is they just going to be at a high price and be sitting on shelves for some time? See, that's the market team have to realize that. So we're going to go ahead and see what Intel got in store for us this year, starting March. And let's go ahead on and see what these Alder Lake-S CPUs are all about as well, too. I'm interested. I'm interested in a whole lot of stuff. So we're just going to go ahead and see, be patient, and wait. Alrighty, to all my viewers out there, thank y'all for watching. To my subscribers, I want to thank y'all for watching as well too. Go ahead and hit the like button and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I will go ahead and put the description of this web information in my description below, so y'all can go ahead and read about it more and etc. etc. And y'all enjoy your afternoon. Peace.